Come September, drivers will no longer be allowed to text while driving in Texas. One young Central Texas man hopes it won't take that law to get you to stop and think before you pick up your phone. KVU's Terry Kruka has his story.
Quita, we've all seen it, maybe even done it. Sending or receiving a text takes a driver's eyes off the road for an average of 4.6 seconds. Enough time to travel the length of a football field and not even realize it. Those seconds may not change your life, but they change the life of a young man you're about to meet. Something about fishing can make time stand still.
It's relaxing.
Maybe that's why from the moment he found the water and the trees, Tyson Dever felt free again.
And so I just fell in love with the hill country, and I have a hard time picturing myself anywhere else for sure.
He was having the time of his life. A junior at Texas State with hopes of becoming a coach and teacher. A planned spring break trip and a moment on the road changed everything.
Remember the sound, the smell, the fire, and just being trapped inside of a burning car, helpless, trying to get out, and I'm not going anywhere.
There's a car on fire. Looks like there's someone stuck in there.
I'm sitting in the car, 0 miles per hour, seatbelt on, blinker on, doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, and boom, cement truck comes from behind and hits my car, and never saw him.
It was a distracted driver and a split second that Tyson will never get back.
I ended up dying 4 times. Twice on the scene, I woke back up, once in the helicopter and once on the operating table. And you don't really understand what's going on, but clearly I knew that it was bad. I woke up and had to ask my mom, am I paralyzed?
You got it?
Tyson's spinal cord was completely severed. He was paralyzed from the waist down.
And that's probably the thing that's most frustrating about distracted driving, is it's 100% preventable. I wouldn't be in a wheelchair, but I'm one of the fortunate ones. I'm one of the lucky ones. There's a lot of people out there right now who have stories similar to mine where their loved ones didn't make it.
At 22, Tyson was forced to learn how to do everything all over again.
For 22 years, I learned how to do everything with my legs, playing baseball, playing college baseball. Anything I did, all of a sudden I'm forced to relearn how to do out of a wheelchair over something that wasn't even my fault. It's difficult.
Weeks in the hospital were followed by months of rehab.
It was right then and there that decision I made to, hey, it is what it is, I can't change it, let's just make the best of it and go. And that's what I've tried to do.
Nothing was easy.
First time I did that for 28 minutes. It took me 28 minutes to do that right there.
Within 6 months, Tyson was miraculously back at school with a very different perspective.
Probably the thing that was most difficult from the start is just getting comfortable in my own skin again. I'm 6 foot tall, weigh 210 pounds, playing college baseball, and then all of a sudden you're 4 foot tall, rolling around in a wheelchair. It's a totally different world.
It is why he finds comfort on the water.
I can't play basketball with my buddies the normal way, or football or whatever, but if you put a deer rifle in my hand or a fishing rod in my hand, hey, it's game on.
This chair does not define who I am.
And now on the stage.
I feel like I'm doing what I was put on this earth to do. It'd be easy to lay in bed and give up and throw in the white towel and say, look, I just don't want to live life out of a wheelchair today, but unfortunately that's not an option that I have.
With the help of his family and perhaps one other thing.
I had a little laminated card to fall back on to give me some hope, some motivation.
That one thing that survived that fiery crash.
My wallet was burned up, credit cards are melted, Social Security card's gone. Laying on top was that little laminated card that Coach Halsey gave me that day after practice.
A simple prayer about life giving you no more than you can handle.
And it's the only thing that survived my wreck.
About not giving up.
So it's been a huge source of motivation in my life.
A moment can change everything. It did for Tyson. His mission today, saving your son, your daughter, maybe even saving you.
I don't want anybody else to be in a situation similar to mine, or even have to attend a funeral or a memorial service where somebody passed because of a decision that you made to be distracted while you're driving.
The driver who hit Tyson got a ticket. 500,000 people suffer injuries like Tyson's because of distracted driving every year, and 6,000 people will die. There are several apps that you can download to keep you from texting while you drive. Many will send auto reply text in your place. We've got links to them in this story at kview.com.
Very, very powerful story. Really makes you think. Thank you, Terry. And a heads up to those driving in and